Hey everyone, I've got some pretty big news today. The stock market just took a massive nosedive, and it's all tied to President Trump's latest tariff announcement. So let's break it down. On April 3rd, 2025, the Dow Jones Industrial Average plummeted 1,520 points. That's a whopping 3.6%. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq weren't spared either, both dropping around 4%. This plunge was notably worse than what other global markets experienced. So, what triggered this chaos? President Trump announced a new wave of tariffs on imports, starting at a minimum of 10%, with even higher rates for countries like China and the European Union. Investors were shocked, expecting these tariffs to be a short-term negotiating tactic, not a long-term policy. The fear of higher inflation and weaker economic growth due to these tariffs set off a global sell-off. Crude oil prices, tech stocks, and even the value of the US dollar took a hit. Typically, safe investments like gold also dipped. Smaller US companies felt the brunt of it, with the Russell 2000 plunging over 5% into bear market territory. Experts are now predicting a grim economic outlook. We might see US economic growth shrink by 2 percentage points this year, with inflation soaring to nearly 5%. This dreaded stagflation scenario, a stagnant economy paired with high inflation, is now a very real concern. In response, the Federal Reserve might cut interest rates again to support the economy, similar to what they did in late 2024. While lower rates can stimulate borrowing and spending, they could also worsen inflation, already a hot topic thanks to these tariffs. Despite the market turmoil, some economic indicators were mixed. Unemployment claims decreased, hinting at a healthy job market, but service industry growth was weaker than expected. Businesses are pointing to tariff-related supply chain disruptions and cost increases as the culprits. And it's not just US companies feeling the heat. Major international stock indexes saw sharp declines too. France's CAC 40, Germany's DAX, Japan's Nikkei 225, Hong Kong's Hang Seng, and South Korea's Kospi all dropped significantly. That's all for now. Make sure to stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay informed. End.